What's up, you guys? Today's video is going to be summer essential makeup products that you guys need for this summer. And if you guys have oily and combo skin, you guys know this time of the year is the worst for our skin. We are doing everything in our power to hold back the oils because we're already oily, and we're doing everything to keep our oils at bay and try to keep our makeup on and not feel like a disgusting slime ball. So I am here to share with you guys today the makeup products that I love, makeup products that are going to help keep your makeup on, help keep that beauty going. So that is what we're going to do today. We're going to talk a little bit about makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are new, please make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, and let's get to this. Let's start off with skincare. The very first one I have is the Drunk Elephant PROTINI Polypeptide Cream. Now for me, this kind of is like an all year round product that just does a really great job at hydrating your skin. It doesn't leave your skin overhydrated, but it keeps it moisturized enough where you don't feel like a slime ball during the year, in the summer, and then in the winter you still feel like you have hydration to your skin. So it's lightweight, it feels good on the skin, and I really like it. I do have the sample size. I got it for my birthday through Sephora. It is a little bit pricey, but I do think it is definitely worth every penny. For SPF, the Dermalogica one is really great. This one, especially if you're oily or combo skin, you would love because it is a matte version of it. And they do have a couple of different versions to choose from. So if you are dry skin, there are other versions out there for you from Dermalogica. But this one, especially if you have oily and combo skin, I think you would really appreciate it. So if you guys are looking for a good SPF, and if you guys are oily and combo skin, this is definitely one to check out. So I have two setting sprays I wanted to mention. And I have one that goes on before. This is the SKINDINAVIA Oil Control Primer Spray. And I tend to find myself using this a lot more during the summer months than in any other time frame. And I find that that stuff works incredibly well, especially if you have like an event that's outside, or if you are just somebody that is very, very oily skin. This would be something to really add to your makeup collection for those summer months. It really helps keep my oils down. It really does a really great job of keeping my makeup on, and I don't find myself ever getting as oily as I do without it. Another product I love, and this is kind of a cult favorite, like if you are looking for a ride or die product to keep in your makeup selection at all times, you definitely need to pick up the Urban Decay setting sprays. They do have a couple different ones, so if you are dry skin, don't worry, they have an option for you too. Right now I'm using the D-Slick, and then they have an all-nighter. But depending on what your choice is, Urban Decay has great setting sprays. Like, I was looking for a drugstore option to give to you guys, but if you were going to spend a little bit of money anywhere, setting sprays where you need to spend the money at. Let's go into primers. I do have one drugstore option and then one high-end option. So my drugstore option is the COVERGIRL Matte Ambition Mattifying Skin Primer. This one also does have an SPF of 20 in it. This one is definitely not like other mattifying primers that I have. This one definitely almost feels like a moisturizer. But once you put it on the skin, you have a little bit of time to kind of blend it into the skin, and then it does a really nice job at transitioning into a matte finish. For a higher end option, another really good one to have, I don't have in my collection, but it is the Makeup Forever. Now the Makeup Forever line is really great. They have so many options to choose from. I don't even know how many they have because they have so many, but I use the mattifier in that one, and that one is really good also, but that one will keep you super matte. The only con I have with that mattifier is that if you don't blend it out really well, when you put on your foundation, you will notice the lining of where that primer ends. I've had issues with that before, so if you guys are looking into that as an option, it is a really good option. It does a really great job at mattifying the skin, but just keep in mind you really want to blend that out really well. Let's go into some setting powders. So I do have two face powders to talk about. The first one I have, I feel like it's kind of one of those things that I've had in my collection for so many years. I kind of always forget to talk about it. But when I'm out and about, I don't like adding extra powder on top of my face. And throughout the day, if I tend to break up or I need to blot my face, I don't like going in with the powder on top of it, because sometimes I get scared that it could just make it start looking really cakey and it'll break up even worse and it'll be more and more obvious. So one product that I really love though is this, which is the MAC Prep and Prime, and this is the transparent pressed finishing powder. And this one here is amazing at just like using as a touch up to kind of blot throughout the day. The reason why I love this than the other powders out there that are like this is that this one doesn't leave a white cast on your skin, and you can take pictures with it and you're perfectly safe. Because it's so compact, it also fits really nicely like in a small little bag if you're going out that night, or if you like to use those side bags, you know, you're only limited with so much space that you get. That is why I like this. And it does have a mirror inside of it, which is really nice. It's a pretty decent sized mirror. And then the other powder I have is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Powder. This stuff is incredible, you guys. It smells good. You get so much product in this. It has a really nice enclosure to it, which is great, so it's not messy. But this one does keep me super, super matte. I don't like to use this underneath my eyes because this one, in my opinion, keeps it a little too dry for me, so I don't like to use it underneath your eyes. You can definitely use it there, but I prefer to go in with something else. But if you're looking for something like an all-over mattifying primer that's going to keep your face matte or keep your foundation on, or you know, whatever it is that you're looking for, if you're looking for something mattifying for the summer, this is definitely the option to choose. Let's do foundations. So I do have one drugstore and one high-end foundation option. So my high-end foundation option, which is no surprise, I'm sure you guys are probably gonna laugh because I think this is just one of my favorite foundations ever, and it is the Estee Lauder Stay in Place foundation. This stuff is not only super full coverage, but it is super long wearing. If you need something to last you from the morning to nighttime, this is what you choose. And this is actually what I'm wearing today. I filmed this morning at 7 and it is 9:45, and I have to have my makeup on until about 10:30 tonight because we're doing the fireworks tonight. I do like to use a sponge with this foundation because it is super full coverage in my opinion. I find that using a sponge dilutes it just a little bit, but then you can kind of build the coverage up with that foundation without it looking cakey. And then for your drugstore option, my favorite actually has to be from the COVERGIRL brand. COVERGIRL makes a lot of great foundation options for you to choose from, and especially if you're looking for something that's either going to be mattifying or if you're going to be looking for something that's going to be very stay in place all day long. The one that I really like that I wanted to feature was the Matte Ambition. This is from their full spectrum line. So this is one of their newer ones. This is catered more towards medium to deeper skin tones, but there's also like the 3-in-1 and then the Outlast. Those foundations have more options for those of you guys that are a little bit more on the fair tone side. I wanted to do this video because I actually wanted to talk about this product. I have been in love with this product since I bought it. So for brows, the one thing I would recommend if you are looking for a good brow product, and maybe you're oily on your brows, I know some of us are, especially right here, like it tends to fade really quickly, you've got to try the Brow Blade by Urban Decay. It is incredible. Like, it stays on. You don't have to set it. Once it's on, it's on. It's such a great product. My only con with this is that the brow pencil side is so creamy that you're going to go through it really quickly, but the ink portion is where it's at. That is going to give you those nice flicking brow-like hairs, and it's going to stay on and it fades really nicely. So you have a little bit of wiggle time to kind of put the ink on, kind of wiggle it around, kind of brush it into your hair. I honestly wish that they created the ink stain alone because I think I would totally buy the ink stain. Two mascaras. I have a drugstore and a high-end. My favorite drugstore mascara right now is the COVERGIRL Exhibitionist. I have this one in waterproof. It is incredible. I did a full review on this. It really does a great job at volumizing my lashes. It keeps them up, and I've used this one when I go to the pool or when we go to the lake or whatever. It stays, and there are times where my eyes get a little raw from trying to take it off with waterproof makeup remover because it is that good. And then the other one, which is actually newer to me, that I just got, that I've been trying out and I really do like, and this is the Perversion Waterproof Mascara. So I really like the Perversion Mascara. If you guys like the Perversion Mascara, you're gonna love this because it is the exact same thing. I prefer more fluffier and more thicker base lashes, so for me, these two are the ones that just kind of like, those are my top notches. And then lastly, I wanted to mention liner. I'm not somebody that likes to wear a lot of liner on my top lash line, but I know there are a lot of people that do. When it comes to liner, if I use any liner, it's only for my waterline. Now, the ones that I really love for my waterline, these are newer. They're my favorites though. I've featured them already so many times and I couldn't believe how much I love them. These are the Maybelline Tattoo Studio liners. I have the black, the silver, and the blue, and then I have a white one. And I love these. I want to say that these might retail for less than $6. Once they are on your eyes, they're on. They're not coming on. If you have issues with liner staying in your waterline, you have got to try these. And let me know if you guys have the same issue. But if ever I put a black liner on the top and maybe I want to do like a cream liner on the bottom, my black liner tends to transfer to my waterline, like on the bottom, and then it just looks really messy. And I've had this on for now an hour and it has yet to go into my waterline. I wouldn't necessarily say that these are the best to use on your top lash line to smudge out because I don't feel like you get enough playing time to do that, but these are great waterline options. If you guys do like to do wing liner every day and you're looking for a good waterproof liner option, this here is the Urban Decay Perversion one. It stays on. Again, once it's on, it's on. And again, I've worn this just to put like on my top lash line. I've used it. When I take it off, it takes a little bit more extra, you know, manpower to get it off, but these are really, really great. Those there are all of my options that I feel like would be a really great options to have in your collection for the summer months. I hope you guys like this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below what is your like all-time must-have sweat-proof summer makeup essential. Let me know down below in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.